Okay, guys, today I'm going to do the top 5 games on Steam, or pretty much indie games is what you could call it. Last time I did top 5 console PS3 games. It's the only console I have, so today we are reviewing the top 5 indie Steam games. And like, sometimes I don't have a really good, graphics awesome computer. So this is pretty much only going to be the indie games that I found enjoyable, and these are games that I just found the most fun for the least amount of cost and the most time and effort I put into it and the most fun I've had. So let's start off with number 5. Puzzle Agent. Now, this game kinda, the first one at least, didn't really get me. I mean, it was $15 full. Telltale, I know, makes wonderful games, and this one just took me like, whoa, this is a totally different direction. I didn't even know where the gnomes and puzzles, and like, this is weird. And I bought it. Scariest game I've ever played. Scarier than Amnesia. And I've never even played Amnesia, just played the demo. Not really. But I watched someone play it. I bet it's scarier than Amnesia because Puzzle Agent just scares you. The scariest puzzle game I've ever played. And it's just so interesting. But I didn't like the first one because it ended too soon. I got stuck on so many puzzles. I got stuck on a puzzle and it just kind of ended on cliffhanger. And I was like, well, this is pointless. And then the second one came out, I didn't want to buy it at all. But I gave in because it was on sale. It was like $5. I bought it. Man, is the second one much more fulfilling. Wonderful puzzles, innovative. The comedy was still there. The comedy is great, by the way. This game is great at mixing the comedy and the style. Fit this game. It's such dry comedy. It fits. It's so different than anything you'd ever seen. And this horror, this all fits. It creates this little world where all the weird things that happen in it fit. Like how everything is based around puzzles, and how there's a puzzle agency, and there's astronauts and gnomes, and it just all fits somehow. And I applaud it for that. I really do. And next, number 4. Bitship Runner. Now, this game also I didn't want to play at all because it just looked weird. It was just running. But when I started to really play it, the music, it just entranced me. The way the gameplay flows into the music is astounding, that no real mainstream game has done. It's totally not just made a game where you can play music, or a game that has music. Is a game that music is totally integrated into the game, which indie games can do really well. And Bitship Runner is astounding in doing that. I've been playing it over and over, trying to get all the gold, and God, I haven't even beaten it yet. And I could already tell I like it because the style is simple. It's like Mario. It's like, it doesn't make sense, but it's fun. It's fun to go through. It's a fun mechanic, and the music's just wonderful. And I love music games too. And number 3. There's no real song for this one. Magic the Gathering on Steam. Now, I like the game Magic the Gathering, but I never really got into it, because none of my friends really got into it, so I have no one to play. So when I got online, I just kind of wanted to test it out, and I got a lot more than I thought I would. All the different decks, all the different missions, you could be 3 players against 1 player with a really good deck and like side deck with like really overpowered cards. And when I first started playing Magic, I think these cards are these cards are overpowerful, man. They're OP. But when everyone's cards are OP when I started playing it more, and the strategy in that game is incredibly fun. One of the best strategy games that got me thinking about what I'm gonna do next without actually having to worry about, oh, this and that and this over there and this over there. It wasn't complicated enough that I had to like figure everything out. And like, it was simple enough to make me want to play over and over, but complicated enough to make me really think about what I'm doing and how I'm gonna win. Because there were situations where I could have done this, but I did this and I lost because I did it. And I got a bunch of hours of it. And the DLC is great. New decks to play, people to fight. And the animation is the card drawings is pretty stellar. That's like the tip of the top. If you want to go into fantasy animation, it's making magic cards. Yeah. So then let's move on to number 2. Okay. Tropico 4. Man, the music in this game was amazing. It entranced me. Literally, I invested more into this game than I have any other Steam game. And I bought it recently. I mean, I've been playing it non-stop when I got it. And I normally don't like making games because I played The Sims. And it was just like, okay, I'm building things. This isn't fun. It's not really fun. The thing about Tropical 4 is it's not just a building simulator. It's a game. It has story. It has characters. It has plot development. It has character development. It has surprises. The story mode was the most innovative thing I've ever seen in a type of game like this. And it's a story as you're a dictator and you're trying to, gain power. It's like, oh, that's what I was thinking I was when I was playing Sims or Sims Builder or some other building simulator. But this is just fun. Each faction leader has their own character. Like the religious leader is like a drunk leader, and then the nationalist is like a punk, and then there's the loyalist is like a what was it, like a comedy character, like a character that misconstrues everything, like, and then oh man, there's so many great characters that you can. The comedy sells this. I would not be playing this game if the comedy was not brilliant. There's one where you have to get enough money to pay for Japanese ninjas, but you can't buy Japanese ninjas, so I have to settle for Chinese ninjas. And then, oh god, the options, it's just funny. And I really praise the game for being hilarious, and this game was hilarious. It kept me going. I didn't even beat it yet, and I've already spent like 30 hours into it. It's crazy. This is one of the games that my computer can run, and if it comes on sale again, please get it, because more games need to have this layer of depth. It wasn't needed. This layer of depth wasn't needed. It could have just been another island builder game, but no, it got story, characters, atmosphere, beautiful graphics. Loved it. And now, number 1 is Minecraft. No, I'm kidding. But let me give a special thought on Minecraft. I don't really think Minecraft is a game, to say the least. I think it's more of a... it doesn't have objectives. I know they're trying to give it things, and they have made an ending, and they finally give it a sale, but it's not really a game, I wouldn't say. It's more of a software, really. It's more of a something that it's a canvas, really. And I applaud it for that. The way it's changing how people game. I mean, goodness, this took off overnight. I remember people talking about it, and then I just remember my nerd friends talking about it. I mean my real nerd friends, and then more people started talking about it, and I'm like, why? And I still don't really get it, but man, it's more of a canvas than a game, and I applaud it for that. But that's not why it's not on my top 5 indie games. So here, without further ado, is number 1. Team Fortress 2. Ah, man. When it went free to play, I've heard about Team Fortress 2 a lot. Like from people I don't know. But when it went free to play, my goodness. It's amazing how much depth is in there with just 9 characters. When I think about shooters, they don't have this layer of comedy, this layer of characters, this layer of fun that you can have. And when I think of shooters, I'll play some online games like 3 and 4 matches and I get bored. Because I don't know how someone could go all night just playing online. I just can't see that happen. Even if I'm winning, even if I'm good at the game, oh man, I can't do that. I could never do that. But Team Fortress 2, I played all night almost with Team Fortress 2. Because there's so many strategies and it's so clever. It's so very, very clever. And it started a whole subculture. I mean, gosh, this freaking Gary's Mob Team Fortress 2 videos have got like 30,000 views, and it's just memes. It's just horrible memes, and it's getting so popular. Team Fortress 2 has created this whole culture behind it, and I can really applaud that. Not only that it's a fun game, it's created something immense. It's like I can't even think about how big this game actually is, because it was out for a long time, wasn't it? I don't even know when it came out. I don't even remember. I don't even know what Team Fortress 1 was. And it just came out of nowhere for me. And when all this hit me at once, it was just like, oh my gosh. It was just it's a little game changer for me, because it actually got me appreciating shooters more. And how great it can be if strategy is involved. And more things to take out of book from Team Fortress 2. Plus the comedy, the graphics, it all works. So that's my top 5 indie Steam games. What's yours? I don't know. You can tell me. See ya laters.